Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second Beneficiary Advisory Council meeting and the first one for 2026. If you give me just 1 second, I just got an email from one of our back members and I want to take a look to see what it says. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I will take a look at that later. Okay, so it does look like, I'm trying to see who all we have. Ash, are we able to see who is attending that was not a part of the state invite or didn't join through that initial invite?
Yes, we're able to see the audience. It doesn't look like any of them are back members, though.
Okay. So we will go ahead and give it another minute or two because the way that it stands now with the 2 members, we would not have enough back membership to continue through the meeting. So if you are one of the 4, Ash, can you shoot me an email of the 4 attendees that are watching? I wonder if maybe they're joining from a different email and I can check with them. Sorry for the delay, everyone.
You're all good. Going ahead and sending you that list that I see now.
Okay. Okay.
Give me just 1 moment. I'm gonna double check something really quickly.
Okay. It looks like we do have one person that's struggling to get in and is asking if she should join a different way. Mindy is trying to join through the Teams, but is asking if she should join a different way.
Give me just 1 moment.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Technology is so wonderful, especially new technology. So we'll get the bugs worked out eventually. So it does look like we've got 3 of our back members on.
Mindy should be all good now.
Okay. I just sent her a message.
Chris Gross was also in the attendance. I just uploaded him
Okay.
to be able to present.
Okay. I'm not seeing them.
I'm not seeing him yet either.
It's Chris is
Oh, apologies. I'm not seeing
that's
her.
okay. Yeah.
Kate Miller did just hop on.
There are 2 listed as unknown user.
So they might be just participants watching.
Okay, sorry. Just thought
Yep.
I'd ask.
Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
At 4 currently, without Chris being in attendance.
We'll give it just another minute, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with the participants that we have. If that is okay with the back membership that's on attendance, if that is okay, please give me a thumbs up or type in the chat that that sounds fine to you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome everyone to the 2026 back membership or back meeting. We appreciate your participation, and we appreciate all those that are live and watching. Our icebreaker of the day, I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Our icebreaker for today is something that you would like to learn to do this year. So if you are a back member, please go ahead and put in the chat something that you would like to learn this year. Sean would like to skydive. Kate would like to play the piano. I think I'd like to take up guitar again. I think that's something that I would like to do. Neil wants to learn how to be effective in mediating. I think that sounds like a wonderful, wonderful thing to learn as well. Anyone else want to put anything in the chat? Okay, so our old business is approval of the minutes. The minutes were sent out. So do I have any questions or concerns about the minutes that were sent?
Charity, this is Amber.
Hi, Amber.
I've got a hi. I'm before we do that. So I'm having an immense amount of difficulty with the view on my screen. All I'm seeing is you. I'm not seeing anybody else.
Yep, that's all it is right now is me.
Is there a reason why I can't change it to gallery view? Because this is not accessible for me.
I was told that it was how it was set up initially, and let me see if I can change it. Give me just a second.
Sure.
This is the first time that I've used this platform also, so it's going to be something that we are learning as we go as well.
So Kate says hers is in gallery view. Is anybody else's in gallery view? Is it just my crappy internet problem I might be having? I don't know.
Mine's in gallery view.
Yours is, Sean, too? Okay, why
Yeah.
is mine not working? There's a little eye that says to manage screen, only people with permission to manage the screen can bring participants on or off the screen, is what it says on mine. So that's why I'm asking Charity.
Okay, I will do some more research. I know I did do some research before we started and, late in the quarter of last year, to make sure that we were, following accessibility things. It does look like there are gallery views. I think because of the way that I'm presenting, I can't see the gallery. But
Sure.
we will
Yeah.
work on that, Amber.
Okay. That and again, maybe it's just me. I cannot find anywhere where I actually received minutes or any updated back handbook or any items like that to review prior to the meeting. I did get the agenda initially and then the updated agenda, but nothing else.
The minutes, because the minutes should have been attached to the same thing. I apologize.
That's okay.
I thought,
Let me
did,
go.
did no one else get the minutes?
Let me go back and look. It
I
could
was
just be
having
an Amber
issues with
thing.
my email, so there are
Okay.
times where, but I did double check and it had gone out. So
Okay.
it is a possibility that, sometimes attachments don't sync.
Okay.
And if that is the case, then we can table the approval of the minutes and we can do that at the next one. So let's just go ahead and do that since you haven't had an opportunity to look at them. So we'll go ahead and table the approval of the minutes, the 2026 calendar. I do know that we did approve the 2026 calendar kind of as a quorum through email, and then the back handbook. So we'll just go ahead and table that, and that will be on our old business as well as the minutes and information for this meeting starting at our next one. So if that's okay with everyone, we'll go ahead and table that. New business, there are some mandatory trainings. So as a part of participating in a government, a state government group, there are some trainings. There are different trainings that folks have to participate if you are choosing to be a part of the group that receives the stipend. There are additional trainings that have to be completed, and those are sent through PeopleSoft as well as a PeopleSoft ID and a state issued email address. I get updates when those trainings haven't been completed, and I try to send those out when I'm getting those. So if you've gotten those and haven't completed those trainings, I do ask that you go in and try to get those completed within the next couple of days. If for some reason you have gotten kicked out and need to be restored, we can look at doing that, but that would be effective today. So we can look at doing that and getting that information back started. I have also been trying to forward those emails to your personal email, not just your state email if you had a state email. So I'm really trying to keep those emails going to your regular email, not just your state email. So I will ask that, as you're getting those trainings, please try to complete those so we can stay up to date on all rules and requirements that the state requires. I did get information from Secretary Robe, and he has named Neil as our chairperson. So we want to welcome Neil as the chairperson for the Beneficiary Advisory Council. And Neil and I emailed yesterday, and we're going to schedule some time between now and the next meeting in order to start looking at what that chairperson facilitation process is going to be. But we thank Neil for agreeing to participate as our chairperson. Next in new business is some tentative OMPP legislative oversight things. As we are starting the year, I know we wanted to have this Beneficiary Advisory Council meeting ahead of the legislative session starting. We've not gotten in-depth information from, I'm sorry, my computer just fell, from the General Assembly on how OMPP is going to be looking at either the Senate bills or the House bills. And so I would encourage everyone to go to iga.in.gov to look at the 2026 legislative bills. And if you have questions, concerns, things that you would like the back to review, and would like the OMPP information on, I would ask that you send those to the back email address, and then I will send you out as a group those inquiries that you're sending, and then where OMPP is coming into alignment. That process has just not started at this point, so there's not any legislative information that I can give at this point. But if you do have ideas, concerns, please don't hesitate to email the back email box. Next, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of the topics that came up the last time, just so we have some follow-up on those topics. And I'm pulling it up. I think I have too many screens open. So one of the topics that was brought up was Sean had brought up MedWorks and wanted some information about income standards and how premiums and those types of things were determined. I did send Sean the website for information specifically in regards to MedWorks. That was sent on 12/4. That will be a part of this minutes, so everyone can take a look at what those policies and processes are for MedWorks. I think Mindy had asked some information about communicating upcoming Medicaid policy and Medicaid and HIP changes. Any communication, as there was the legislation last year that there wouldn't be any advertisement, and how that is going to affect members. When things change and if it affects members' eligibility, that's not advertising. So we will always, as the Office of Medicaid or the Division of Family Resources, who does our eligibility processing, communication to beneficiaries is not considered marketing or advertising. So when policies or procedures change and that may affect eligibility, members will be receiving notices in regards to how that would affect their eligibility, things that they would need to do in order to maintain or retain eligibility. So those types of things are not considered marketing or advertising. We have all of 2026 to prepare as for the changes that were a part of the majority of the legislation. So we have all of this year to start that process and to review that process. And so changes will run through the function of eligibility, and if the BAC wants to put forth recommendations, we can request information and a presentation once that process has been vetted and verified. So as OMPP is reviewing federal legislation as well as state legislation that will go in effect in 2027, if you all would be interested in looking at how that process is going to take shape into 2027, we can request that once it's been vetted and verified. Also, we then had verifications and exemption process for members who have health limitations or disabilities that aren't yet formally documented. That was a question that was raised. That is going to be addressed by the federal government, and so we should have a definition from the feds in June about what the definition of medical frail or disability is for work requirement purposes. So I hope that does answer those questions, and we will get more information as it's coming out. As things come, I can get that sent out ahead of meetings. We will have information at our next meeting, as well as we've got more finalized things. But as a lot of it was passed last year, we do have all of 2026 in order to vet and verify those processes. Any questions on that piece specifically? I think Mindy, you sent me an email. I have a hard time reading emails as I'm doing this. Okay, she's still having trouble joining. So I'm not sure about that. And so do we have anything that we would like to talk about in the breakout session? Anything that anyone would like to talk about? I would ask, is anyone, we've got folks that are on the MAC, and the MAC will be meeting this Friday. And I know it is a hybrid and in-person meeting. So if you are planning to attend the MAC, you're a member of the MAC. If you're planning to attend, I would ask that you let me know, and I'd be happy to come down and meet you in person. So I'd really like to meet everybody in person eventually. That is a goal of mine. But if you are planning to attend the MAC this coming Friday in person, please let me know, and I'll make time to come down and say hello and I mean, I can see many of your faces, but actually get to know you a little bit. So if you'd go ahead and shoot me an email to the back website or the back email, I'd love to come down and meet you on Friday and sit with you as that meeting is going on. What other things would we like to talk about at this January back meeting? If you want to take yourself off mute, that'd be great.
Hey, Charity, it's Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Hi. I just want to put out there that, and I'm not trying to be difficult, I promise, and I'm not trying to be like adversarial whatsoever when I share this. Just this platform is just not accessible. It just does. I mean, my brain is on fire right now trying to figure out, one, how to navigate this, and two, just I had already expressed at one point in time that anything Teams based or rooted, doesn't matter if it's Teams itself or this town hall, do not meet my accessibility needs, right? And those accommodation needs that I require. So I'm just want to express that I am concerned. And I'm also concerned that we have folks that are having difficulty getting in, and we're starting the meeting without them. And they're not here to be a part of what I think is something important that they need to be a part of. And so I think when those kind of things happen, particularly with Mindy, we just need to stop. I mean, we have to stop and troubleshoot and figure out what's going on and help that individual as much as we can to get them access to this platform. So, or whatever platform we're in, be it Zoom, be it whatever else, right? But I just think that that's really critical and key. It also just is, I think, we need those other voices to be, and our members to be a part of this discussion. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have shared your concerns in regards to accessibility, and we'll be happy to reach out with you offline.
Sure. Yeah. Not
Anyone else? Okay. Please know that if you send information to the back website, it's myself or Shauna normally that take a look at that. Generally me, Shauna's my backup. Shauna does a great job of taking our notes and minutes for this meeting as well. And we will work on this being more standard and more easily functionable going forward. I do appreciate, again, your patience and understanding. I will reach out to Mindy as well and see how we can assist with that. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will get the minutes out as well as the minutes from the last meeting, and we can move forward from there. So again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your
Charity.
willingness. Yes.
This Saber, I'm so sorry, Narb. I just didn't want you to wrap up and everybody hop off, but could we also get copies of the transcript, please? Because it doesn't allow me to, I use those for my notes and to help me keep track of things and go back to reference stuff, that
Yep.
I need to be able to put together whatever it is I need to prepare for the next meeting and so on and so forth. So transcript from this meeting and then from the prior one would be incredibly helpful. Yeah, for me for multiple disability related reasons. So
Okay.
yeah,
We
I
can look
appreciate
at
it.
doing that. Yep.
Thank
So
you very much.
again, thank you so much for your participation, willingness to participate, and we will see you at the next meeting.
Thank you, Charity.
Bye-bye.